This seems like a rather atypical movie for you to do, given your resume thus far.
Yeah.
Was that what attracted you?
No, what attracted me was Gareth, and I love Legendary. I love what they've been doing. I also, they're a group of people who have figured out how to do things uniquely and tastefully that are still entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think they do that well. And then when I met with Gareth, he showed me the teaser that they played in last year's Comic-Con.
That brought a tear to his eye.
And yes.
Yeah.
And when I watched it, I was just kind of like, wait, this movie, you haven't made this movie, but this is what you're I want to be part of that movie. And and then he told me a little bit about the script and what they're writing, and I was just like, yeah, all aboard. That sounds awesome. And I believe he only asked one person for each part, and his dream cast is what came together. Which
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
Literally he wrote a list, and everyone he wanted on that list happened.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for
That
him,
doesn't happen. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky that he asked me.
So who do you play in this one? Because you're obviously the not Godzilla, I'm
No,
guessing.
I'm not Godzilla. I'm not the lizard.
Did you want to crack at Godzilla anyway? That would have been a challenge.
Yeah, it would be a strong feat, But I play Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife in it, and we have a kid, and I play a nurse who kind of has to figure out the chaos of the actual, reaction of the people, and as well as getting my kid, safely and out of harm's way.
Was it daunting in some way, because in a movie this big
Is there a what?
and daunting in a way to take this movie on, because
is there a donkey in it?
is there a donkey in it?
Not that I know of.
Does Godzilla fight a 50-foot tall donkey, for example?
I really don't think it does,
No?
but
No,
maybe
there's always a sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
But in terms of the human interest, I mean, it can be easy to get lost in a movie of this size with an antagonist of this size.
Yeah. No, it's a really cool ensemble. I don't really, I feel like a lot of times these big movies come together and people are like, are you ready for this to change your life? And people are like, yeah, I am. And it's kind of like, no, it's awesome. It's like a good ride, it's a new ride, and it's going to be fun.
Fantastic. So, Gareth, my Godzilla experience on J Street was a couple of darkened rooms and people making noise. What's your Godzilla experience been like?
Some very big dark rooms with lots of lights and lots of people making noise.
Right.
It's probably very similar, actually. Actually, some of our set, I think, was in there.
Was it actual set?
We donated some little pieces here and there.
Yeah.
There's certain parts that are from our set, yeah.
But you had your panel today in Hall H. Last year you appeared, you showed the teaser trailer that you put together. It brought a tear to your eye, the reaction. So what about today? How did that go down?
Last year I was trying not to cry. This year I was just trying not to shit myself. So I succeeded one year. I won't say any more than that.
Fair enough. But this Godzilla, from what we've seen so far, it seems to be you're honouring the original, and I don't mean the Roland Emmerich movie, but you're very much this is the design of the original Godzilla. Can you talk about that, and and what tweaks you've made, if any?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, like, the great thing about doing this film was I love design, and my background was visual effects, and as all my heroes, like in books that I would always wanted to work with, and we contacted them and were like, would you be free to work on a movie? And they're obviously like, no, I'm really busy. And then you say who you are, and they're like, never heard of you. Monsters, what's that? Is that Monsters Inc., the Pixar movie? No, it was Mexico. No, I never heard of it. And then you say, it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
And at which point they all go, I can start right now. And it was great, because as part of the design, I got to work with a lot of my heroes in design, and we did hundreds of versions, and it kind of evolved it like you would a creature, where you have like a baseline, you go, this is who he is right now, but let's try doing this with the fins, let's try doing this with the face, let's try, and then keep comparing and getting a better and better generation, until at some point you keep tweaking, and it's like, no, I think we've got it. Like, I don't think there's anything left to tweak. Which is the way I felt about it, but I don't know how the fans will feel.
How are you feeling back there? You all right?
I changed them before we came in here.
This Godzilla, is he a Godzilla to be feared, or is he a Godzilla that's ultimately sympathetic, as has often been the case in the past?
I think if Godzilla, like, to me, Godzilla is kind of like the punishment we deserve. Mm-hmm. And so we shouldn't fear that. I kind of encourage, it's an anti-hero. It's like you watch Taxi Driver, do you like Robert De Niro? You kind of do, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like Batman, I guess. It's He's not a. I don't think you could ever describe him as a good guy, but in our movie, I guess the best description, without giving too much praise, is to be an anti-hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is he on his own, or will he be joined by a pantheon of other huge monsters?
I can officially say from now on, because we showed something this morning, that he will not be alone. He has company.
All right. I'm looking forward to that, man.